Hey, Rory Singh here from the PowerhouseMarketer.com. I'm just looking here at a BehindMLM.com article from December 23rd, 2020 about Mirror Trading International. Okay, I'll include a link to this blog post by Oz underneath this video in the description since I'm referencing it. Okay, so I'm seeing all kind of crazy stuff happening here with Mirror Trading International, and as crazy as the stories seem to be, most of the affiliates for MTI, as well as past affiliates for BTC Global Team, who were praising the fake CEO and made up name and stolen picture of a guy by the name of Stephen Twain. They believed that Stephen Twain was their god, and now they're believing everything that MTI seems to be dishing out under the sun. Okay, so that's where we are here with Mirror Trading International. Before I go any further, I just want to say I'm not an affiliate from MTI. I never was. I don't promote these Ponzi schemes that promise lazy people crazy, unsustainable wealth for doing nothing. Okay, that's why I don't promote them. I just do reviews on them because people keep asking me to do reviews on them. So here we are today. First, MTI came out with the notion that Johan was missing, and thankfully, one of my viewers decided to comment that, "Oh, Johan isn't missing, and it's just some BS." I never really truly thought he was missing. It's just, to me, looks like a load of bunk. But I use common sense to make my decisions and even to see if something makes sense. Just have to say that. So this is the spiel that we're dealing with here so far. Johan went missing, and then after that, divorce lawyers who were representing MTI pulled out, pretty well abandoned the company, as well as all the hardcore following and affiliates, and even claimed that they weren't an affiliate of MTI, which in truth they actually were. I don't even understand how the hell divorce lawyers can go out and try to represent an opportunity that's offering securities that seems to be a fraudulent security offering. Being divorce lawyers, that doesn't make any sense, but that's who they had representing them, and now they pretty well kicked everyone to the curb. MTI is saying, "Oh, our lawyers are, innocent, and they were never affiliates," which is a load of bunk and a load of BS. However, the MTI affiliates do believe everything that is said to them. Okay. Now they're claiming Russian hackers wanting ransom, and then talk about financial institutions and Freemasons out to get them, guys. Out to get them. Wow, all kinds of stuff. So anyways, let's get into this article here on December 23rd, 2020 by Behind MLM's author, Oz. MTI announcement throws CEO and wife under the bus. How could that be? How can this be happening? Mirror Trading International collapses continue to follow the BTC Global Team playbook. Okay. In the latest update, Sherry Mark spins quite a story. So, word on the street is that Sherry and her husband are the real founders of MTI. Okay. Following the search of seizure warrants executed by FSCA, it was becoming very difficult to handle the amount of work created for each department. We insisted that Johan get help in the technical department, as it was clear he and Narina were not coping. The system kept crashing, and Johan told us that we had numerous hacking attempts by the Russian syndicate. I believe all of this, 100%, guys. Supposedly there were ransom demands sent by the Russians. No evidence of any of this, according to Oz, fabricated or otherwise, is provided. Anywho, on the day of, FFCA raided MTI's office, something Johann Steinberg was unable to confirm MTI's Bitcoin balance. Wow. After a week of the raid, Johann requested Clinton and Marks give him BTC to pay members that had made withdrawals, as the limitation of withdrawals with the broker was still a hindrance. Johann agreed to put 400 Bitcoin as well. Clinton then agreed and paid over 400 Bitcoin of his own. This is actually an excerpt of what MTI said, guys, in the green, for those of you who don't know. Okay. Out of his own, outside MTI, Johann on the first. To me, it's all like Mickey Mouse type of business going on. I don't want to even keep quoting and reading. All kinds of crazy stuff happening here. What did Oz say? He said this is typical of the rubbish Ponzi promoters come up with to justify their scams. Well, they're not even justifying. They're just, telling their affiliate database a load of bunk. But these guys, they believe anything. They believe anything. They believe that there's a Santa Claus. They believe in the Tooth Fairy. If Santa Claus came and said he was the CEO, they would believe that he was the CEO of MTI. And what I'm thinking, all kinds of stuff here I could keep reading and referencing towards this article. It just seems to me personally, I know I was being a little sarcastic there that I believed, what MTI is saying. It seems like MTI is coming up with a load of rubbish, a load of bunk to give, not justify, but give reasons as to why the scheme collapsed. So what you're looking at here is all kinds of claims. All kinds of claims. Johann went missing. Sure he did. Divorce lawyers and affiliates pull out. Russian hackers wanting ransom guys. And financial institutions and Freemasons out to get them. Let's look at the comments. Comments on this blog post are very interesting. Brian Ski or Sky says Freemason is not just a rumor. He looks like he quoted something. It's a well-known factor. Major players, blah, blah, blah. Next, it will be abducted. Yes, Brian. I agree with Brian's comment here for sure. Okay, let's see what Passing By said. It's a fascinating piece of fiction, is it not? And sophisticated multi-layered fiction, too, since it's clearly suggested that anonymous email warning about evil Freemasons and blah, blah, blah. Wow. Don says only Freemasons here seem to be... Don says the only Freemasons here seem to be Shuri, Clinton, Johann, and his wife, since they seem to have some higher superpower allowing them to get away with these scams for years on end. Maybe. Or maybe it's just the stupidity of their followers who are going to follow them into as long as they don't get arrested and thrown behind bars, they're going to come up with another scheme. And the majority of affiliates and, dedicated affiliates and dedicated following of MTI are going to follow them in that new deal. So they don't really have any superpower. It's just they have maybe stupidity power. They have power over stupid people who are in denial. Okay. I've seen some of their events on YouTube, and they seem to be really, fancy. They go all out at their MTI events. So I'm thinking the majority of network marketers in MTI are really, really, really looking at these events, and, they have heard that you got to give it your all to succeed, and they love the events. They love the idea of free, quick, and easy money, and they've just given it their all. They give them all their money and all their backing, and because their events do look kind of impressive, but I'm thinking most people, don't have common sense, especially in this make money online industry. Unfortunately, people, guys, what do we use to measure IQ? It's the ability to retain information. But when it comes to people, just using common sense, most people just don't have it, unfortunately, especially in this make money online industry. And if either they don't have common sense or they abandon their common sense and they believe what they want to believe. Okay. So as I get more information through the publications online, if I see some more content out there that perks my curiosity, I will update you guys on what happens with MTI. But based on on my findings so far, reading this blog post as well as watching some other very informative material I've seen online, it seems like MTI has scammed out, and it's just unwinding. And most likely they're going to start up somewhere else with a different name and start the whole deal all over again. As long as they don't, get thrown into prison behind bars. If that doesn't happen, they're going to start the whole thing all over again. And their the loyal following, most of the people who don't make money with MTI are going to join over there, and they're also going to believe anything that these founders tell them. Okay, that's my prediction of what is going to happen. Don't believe my prediction? Well, when BTC Global Team came out, I predicted it was going to collapse and most people were going to lose money. And now with mirror trading, same thing happened. I predicted this was going to happen, and it happened, right? And if they don't if they have some kind of superpowers, or maybe they have some kind of connections with the government out there in South Africa, or they bribe them, right? South Africa, guys. If you pay enough, you can get away with stuff. So they'll start something all over again, and the loyal affiliates, even though most of them don't make money, are still going to follow over there, and they're going to be roaring and saying, yep, this deal's legit, the CEO's legit, the founders are legit, and they love us, and they care about us, and they care about our families, and we are going to give them all of our money, and we're just going to go out there and do the whole thing all over again. These founders and CEOs, they're our gods. That's pretty well what's going to happen. Anyways, thanks for watching. This concludes my latest update for Mirror Trading International. If I get some more info, I will share it with you. For those of you maybe tuning in outside of the MTI group, maybe just out of curiosity on my post here, my video post here today, if you're still looking for something legitimate, right, and you actually want something legitimate and something that can actually make you money online, my #1 recommended system, income producing system, underneath this video, first link in the description. I've seen so many people fire their bosses with the legitimate legal opportunity underneath this video, first link in the description. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.